Hello everyone, Azoria here. And before we begin, I just want to say welcome to my channel and thank you for clicking on the video. Before we begin, I also want to just talk about who I am and what this channel is about. So, I'm using the alias Azoria, and I'm a mental health counselor who just recently graduated with a master's in clinical mental health counseling. And at this point in my life, I'm looking for work, right? So I have some free time on my hand. And so I decided to make this channel. And the purpose of this channel is it's to be a space where people can come together and we can talk about things related to mental health, life, just whatever you guys want. It's open, right? You guys can put down in the comments whatever you want to, really. The only thing I ask is that everyone be supportive, kind, empathic, and non-judgmental if possible. So for the first episode, I'm returning to my forever world that I started last year. Now, this was something that I was doing while I was studying, and I had some free time, so I started Minecraft actually for the first time ever last year, probably in the spring. And before that, I had never played Minecraft. I knew more or less what it was about, but I didn't really. I didn't play it, right? So last year was when I started creating my Forever World, and I figured, okay, well, that might be a good. It might be a good idea to go back and explore, right? Explore the world that I had started a year ago or over a year ago, and make an episode about that. So returning back to my Forever World, which I should also say is on the PS3. So yes, this is Minecraft PS3 edition or console edition or whatever it is. And yeah, I thought it would be a good idea just to show the town around, show the world around, and talk about some random things that come in my head. So yeah, so this is the little tavern bar area that I made. You can see I got the tables, the chairs, the bartender's area. Even have a little fireplace area that I put here with a painting on top, a flower in the corner. And this is by no means perfect. I'm not I'm not one of those people that just make masterpieces. I just make whatever comes to my mind, and hopefully it works out, you know? I'm one of those people. Very random at times. All right, so in the corner I have a stable. Here's my llama. Doesn't have a name yet. He's very regal. Two of my horses, and these are my main horses, and somehow I have two chickens in there. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened, so yeah. If we come over here, this is actually one of the first buildings that I ever put down. And it serves as a sort of temporary warehouse storage area where I was putting things like redstone and, just a whole bunch of random woods and materials, acacia. It serves its function. It's meant more to be practical than aesthetically pleasing. So I think at some point I'll knock this down and I'll build something different. All right. Over there I have a gold generator, which is not it's not active right now because I'm on peaceful mode. But when it is turned on, it does work. And I think at some point I'll talk more about it and show how it works. But we're gonna save that for another video. Over here we have it's sort of like a shed, like tool area, which doesn't have any tools in it except for a stone hoe. And I think I made this when I was building this church, which again is not complete. I haven't completed my project here, but it's more complete than not. It took forever to just to source the materials for this church. It took forever. I still have to put like lights up there, torches. I mean, like a torch chandelier, because it's super dark up there. That's the balcony of the church. This is where, yeah. So this is it's meant to be a church. It's not complete yet. This is the altar. Um, yeah, I still have to finish everything off. The bell tower, however, it is complete. Although I might improve this to not be just a straight ladder up. I might add stairs just to make it look better. I don't have a bell in here. I don't know what I can use for a bell. But if anyone has any ideas, please let me know down in the comments below. I would appreciate that. Alright, let's head on down. And again, I just want to remind everyone what this channel is supposed to be about. If anyone has any questions or, if they just want to let me know what's going on in their lives, and, whatever it is, right? If you want to share something, an experience, maybe an issue you're having, yeah, just if you feel comfortable doing that, just put that down in the comments. I'll try to read and get to whatever I can, um, within reason. And if it's something more urgent, if you're having a medical emergency, thinking about hurting yourself or others, just call 988, seek emergency services. Because this channel is meant more to be just a support space, really, but also a place to relax and unwind, perhaps after coming home from work or while you're studying, whatever it may be. It's supposed to be a space for people just to come together, relax, support each other. All right, so yeah, that's my lighthouse. It's functional, it works. Uh, I like the way it looks. Maybe it could use some improvements. Let me know what you guys think. This is my home. Doesn't look... Again, it could use some improvements. But it's functional. It works. There's the bed. More wood. Food. Minerals. Random stuff just thrown in there because I was too lazy to find the place where it was supposed to go. This is the map of the world. Mind you, this is on PS3, so the worlds they're not big, right? This is all it is. And my town is it's on the southern side, central southern. So right over here. Some farms, pumpkin. Let's head on over here. Yeah. Here are my cows. Here are my 4 pigs. I used to have more. I guess I don't anymore. This is my portal. These are my sheep. And somehow one of my pigs got in there. Chickens. This is my blacksmith area. Some furnaces. Oh, this is where I keep my enchanting table, my anvil. This is one of the projects that I'm building. It's meant to be like a hotel, or I guess residential building, really. I don't know if I need more room for them to actually live there, but I think that's enough. If it isn't, please, someone let me know. Villagers just hanging out. I do have a wall around my entire settlement. However, it's not perfect. It's cobblestone. I wish I had just made it stone. It would have looked better. Oh, we're doing an autosave. Uh, but, you know, it is what it is. My priority at the time, because I was playing with Peaceful Off, was just to have some protection so that my villagers and my buildings wouldn't get blown up. And this is the name of my town, Azoria. Not Azoria, Azuria with the U. And there is a particular reason why I named my town this and why I named my channel Azoria. If anyone can guess in the comments why that is, please give it a shot and I'll let you know if you got it right or not. I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with a real life place. Alright, and this is my farm. Plenty of wheat. Oh, I have a section that I need to finish off. Yeah, so plenty of wheat. And I intend to add some other things to this area. This is my train track, tram system, cart system, whatever you want to call it. It's not perfect. It doesn't look that great, but again, it's functional. It works. It does what it needs to. I don't have the elytra, so I can't like fly to where I need to, or yeah. It's a way of transportation for sure. Over here I have almost like this is what I want to be my storage area. And I've already begun moving things over here. Some stone. I'm still digging out this area over here as well. Again, it's functional. It does what it needs to. Flowers, farming stuff, food, and so on and so forth. Alright. The moon's coming up. Trying to think if I missed anything. I don't think I did. The way I look at my town now, 1 year later, is, I've put a lot of effort into it. It's not perfect, and in many places it's not complete. Some of my projects are not completed for sure. The lighthouse is complete. It's functional. You can actually see it on from here. And the town itself it's not like perfect either. Like the walls can use improvements. Maybe just better structure, better planning, I guess. But for what it is, I'm happy with it, and I want to do more with it. But perhaps for another time. It's been over a year since I've been here, so it's some of this stuff really brings back memories of when I first loaded the world, and it was just a few like villager houses, and there was like almost nothing, and I had to think like, oh man, what do I want to do with this place? So I got the farms, animals, crops. The portal is there in this sort of like tiny shrine looking building that I made. Got the dogs here, or the wolves for protection. It's all very functional. I did forget to show this off. This is the port that I was building using gray concrete. Again, it's one of those projects that I didn't finish. You can even see that it's missing like a chunk, a block here, because I guess that's where I stopped when I was last working on it. I have this whole area here that needs to be removed. It just hasn't. It doesn't look great aesthetically. Yeah, it doesn't look great. But yeah, that's my town. That's what it is. I do have um like a quarry too. Little quarry area. And here it is, a little quarry. Alright. What else? What have I missed? Have I missed anything? I don't think I have. I do have another village that I'm working on at the northeast point of the map. But it's nothing like this. It's a snow biome with generated buildings that I'm putting a stone wall around. But I don't quite know what I want to do with it. I'm thinking maybe I'll make it sort of like a winter, like kind of like a Christmas place, Christmas village. You know, put a Christmas tree up there for when Christmas comes around. But I'm not sure yet. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So now it's probably a good time to figure out what am I going to do next. I think what I want to do is start making stone to replace the walls that I have. I think that would be a good place to start. So let's see how much. I think I have my lava in here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. How will I fuel this? Oh, I have my buckets right here. Alright, so let's go get some lava. Let me see if I have any more buckets before I head down to the mine shafts. I don't think I do. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's see what we can do. It's been so long since I've played this. I almost don't remember anything. Where do I make the buckets? Where's the buckets? Ah. Oh, that's it? That's all it is? Okay. Well, okay. 8 buckets. We'll work with that. I think I know where I can get some lava. Okay. What are you doing in here? What are you doing in my boat? Please. Oh? I guess he's just gonna stay there. Okay, well. He is not tamed. Huh, interesting. I didn't know that, Alright, so this is the entrance, actually, to my mine shaft. Just, dive down here, and bam, there you are. Do I have any pickaxes? I don't really need it. Alright, down we go. Hopefully I don't break my legs on the way down. Okay, perfect. What do I have here? Nothing useful. Okay. Yep. Almost broke my legs. Let's get some lava without falling in it, because I've done that a few times and it was not good. It was not good at all. Yeah. That's what I need. No. Yeah. Good old lava buckets. Good. It's a good way to fuel the furnaces without having to use coal or other materials. Alright, up we go. Just climb the waterfall. Okay, jump, jump, jump. Right back from whence we came. So easy. So easy a caveman can do it. Alright, so let's actually grab the cobblestone that I have. I could just begin knocking this down. But let's just... Oh, okay. I moved my cobblestone. Alright. Let's see. It would probably be good if I had my pickaxe with me, too. So maybe I'll go grab that wherever I put it. I have my diamond pickaxe. Do I want to use that? I don't think I do, to be quite honest. Maybe it'd be more efficient. But who cares? Who cares? We're trying to make a video. We'll just take as long as we need. As long as we need. Alright. Now the question is, where do I start? Where does one start? Start on the short wall. Oh man. Don't want my cows to get loose. Doesn't look like they will. Let me just take the time to ask everyone, how's your day going? Did you do anything interesting today? Let me know in the comments below. Curious to know. Let's see here. Thinking about reworking this whole area over here. It doesn't look that great, and I think that should be one of the next things that I do once I finish the wall. Yes, my cows, keep moving. Alright, let's begin. Let's begin. Gotta make that stone. I think now would be a good time to sort of talk about why I decided to become a mental health counselor. It's one of those things that it takes a long time to become one. You need a master's degree. So I guess the question might be asked, well, why did you want to become one? Why did you put all that effort into it? All those years of studying? And I think for me is I've had different jobs throughout my life and none of it felt satisfying. I felt more like a cog in a machine, right? My first job was working at Walmart in the electronics department, and it's one of those jobs where I didn't like, okay, well, for me, I didn't feel appreciated. I felt like I was just like a number. Like, you come to work, you clock in, you do your thing. You know, customers might be rude to you. Some might be more appreciative than others. Your supervisors are, I mean, my supervisors were pretty angry, unhappy people, bitter. Some of my coworkers were bitter, didn't want to be there. So I've had a few jobs that was kind of like that, where you just go in, you do your thing, and you leave, right? No, it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm there just to do whatever and leave, make money and leave. So this was around like high school. So when I went to college, I started thinking like, okay, well, what do I want to do? And I knew that I wanted to do something that made a positive difference in the lives of others. So I decided, okay, well, why not pursue you know, take up psychology. And so I did that. Went to a community college to I took general studies with a concentration in psychology. And then I got my bachelor's in psychology. And then, surprisingly enough, I did not go into a field related to psychology to begin with. I actually went into teaching, and I did that for some time, and I liked it a lot. I liked teaching students and being someone that could provide some guidance, in a time of their lives where perhaps some of them don't have someone that can do that for them. But again, it reached the point where I felt like I wasn't really appreciated, or I didn't feel like what I was doing, what I was doing. I didn't feel like like it was making the difference that I wanted it to. And I know that isn't true now. I've had many students who expressed, their gratitude, their thanks for not just being someone who taught them, but to also be someone that they could talk to when they had something that they wanted to say, right? When they needed someone to hear them out. I think one of my main issues was with the just the administration of the school, the principal, like yeah, the administration. It was one of those things where there was such a disconnect between the teachers and them. It began feeling again like you're just a cog in a machine, or you're just a number. And I thought to myself, like, damn, here we go again, right? Even though I was making a difference, a positive difference, and I was, it's hard, it's hard to talk about really while doing this, but it's one of those things that I look back on and I think, I liked what I was doing, but it felt like a dead end, and I needed a change. So at some point, I decided. I mean, not some point. It was more recently than not. Perhaps it was after COVID for sure. I decided, yeah, I think it's time to pursue that next step. So I applied to a few different colleges, universities, to try to get into a program, master's program for clinical mental health counseling, and that's precisely what I did. And it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. It was um, it was an online course, and that gave me some flexibility. I had to go up to New Hampshire to do two residencies, which were both 1 week each, and that was challenging too. One was in the summer, which was nice. It wasn't too bad up there, and one was in the winter, and it was very brutally cold. But I met so many great people who were very kind, very empathic, and their mission was just to help other people. Very selfless people. And that's another thing. That's the type of people or persons that I wanted to be around. And I wasn't really getting that when I was in the teaching business, if you can call it a business, right? Teaching career. uh, Sorry, English isn't really my first language. It's Portuguese is my first language, but yeah. So teaching was had its pros and cons. Yeah. So I did my internship at a partial hospitalization program, or I should say a mental hospital that had outpatient, had partial, had inpatient. And that's when I really felt like I was making a big difference in people's lives. People were they were bringing some heavy stuff that I'd never really encountered before. And I felt like my work was more meaningful than it had ever been. And now I'm at that point where I wish I could have continued there, but they just didn't have an opening. So I'm at that point where I'm looking for work because I'm not licensed yet, and it's been difficult. It's been difficult. I figured it would be one of those things where someone would hire me quickly. Oh, didn't mean to hit you, chicken. My bad. But unfortunately, in my area, it's just a struggle. So, like I said, I have some free time while I'm trying to find another job. So I decided to make this channel, right? If I can't, I mean, since I have all this free time, I figured I would do something meaningful with it. And that includes creating a channel where perhaps it could even, okay, maybe it won't, my channel, my videos won't get as many views as I would hope for, but so long as I can reach at least one person, right? If I can make a I need to, if I can make a positive difference in someone's life, right? If I can just do that, I think I would be happy. I would consider this channel a success. And I think one of the goals for me would be to improve my speech, because I have a tendency to stutter. And that's probably not great for someone who's trying to make a YouTube channel where they're providing commentary, uh, on a Minecraft video. But, it is the beginning, and like with most things, you can improve, right? People can improve. That's what I'm hoping to do in the videos to come. Just like I'm improving my town, step by step. Doesn't have to be all in one day. Doesn't have to be all in a second. It takes time, right? Any positive steps that someone takes in their lives, it takes time, right? It's not usually an immediate thing. And that's okay, right? We take small steps to get to where we need to. And sometimes we take big ones too. We do what we can with what we have. Just like I'm doing what I can here with my stone to build a wall, to keep all the bad things out that might want to hurt my animals, which I definitely do not want, because then I won't have any animals, I won't have any farms, and that won't be too good. Like some Portuguese say, it won't be too much pretty good. And I definitely don't. I want it to be good. I want it to be good. See, it already looks better. Doesn't stone look better than cobblestone? It's just cleaner. It has a cleaner look. It's not just like random, rocks. It looks nicer. I like it. And this is one of those projects where it'll take a little bit of time. And that's perfectly alright. We'll get there. Okay. Going to make some more stone. I might make this wall higher. But right now we're just going to get everything down. A little bit of stone down there. Okay. Oh, I fell. Well, that's a bit annoying. Well, that's perfectly alright. We'll get back up there. And just like that, we're back. And just like that, we're back. Okay, boom. Very simple. Now my cows can sleep soundly at night, knowing that they're safe. No harm shall come to them, not while I'm here. Oh, by the way, everyone, don't forget to, if you want to, put down where you're from. I'm curious to know where you guys are from and what life is like for you guys. Life like? Life like. What life is like for you guys? I am terrible at speaking. All right. Let's mine this. Okay. Gotta be careful with this lava. I don't want to place that down randomly. Okay, we need more stone. Okay, so that's already depleted. Uh, Alright, more stone. Stone bricks, to be precise. Okay. What? Don't know how that happened, but alright. Okay. So that completes that wall. That completes this section of the wall. Now we need to figure out where to go next. What to do. Oh. Oh, okay. Yes, that's right. We have this area to complete as well. Alright, let's do that then. So how did I have it? I guess we'll just do it like that, yeah? That should be fine, right? I need more stone. I think what I'm going to do is... I think I have a cache of stone. I'm gonna go get it. And I'm going to... Let me put my shovels away. I don't know why I have so many shovels in my inventory. I'm going to put my shovels away. Get as much cobblestone as I can. Put the iron ingots away too. Huh. What would be good is if I could just make a bunch of stone simultaneously. That way we can speed up the process. So I think that's what we're going to do. And while we're heading there, let me just ask everyone, how's your summer going? You guys do anything fun? It's been so hot where I'm at. Almost unbearable at times. I actually don't have that much cobblestone. But anyway, I mean, what is that? 3 stacks at least. I mean, yeah, it's enough. Enough to get us going. Gonna have another autosave. Perfect. Okay. Let's go back to the furnaces. I guess this is still burning. Fill that up. Put some lava in there. I have 25 cobblestone. Let me check my house to see if I have any more cobblestone in here. Sometimes I put stuff in here and I don't even know it. I don't think I do. Let me check my the depot supply warehouse. Let's see here. So I did remove that. Some cobblestone in here. Is that stoned? No, that's mossy stone bricks. I don't want that. Oh, plenty of white concrete for the buildings. Yeah, surprisingly, I don't have that much cobblestone. Probably used it all on the walls, which is fine, right? Okay. Okay, let's get that. Let's Let's go make that into stone bricks. Alright. I was also thinking about live streaming some of the gaming nights that I have with my friends. But if I do that, I don't know if I can respond to the chat. Because I only have like one monitor. So I don't know how I would read what people are saying. But I'll figure that out at some point. Oh, jeez. This wall is so much higher. Let me see something here. If I make this any taller, it's going to be higher than the glass. If I move it out here, though... Yeah. I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of like where it is. And it almost lines up to the wall, but not quite. Alright, where were we? Okay. Let's take down this section of the wall. I've got to say, at the time of this recording, this summer has been pretty brutal. It's been so hot. But I suppose that's better than being cold. Alright. Still have so much wall to go. But let's see how much we can get done in this video. Minecraft has been out for so long, and I just more recently got into it about a year ago, like I said earlier in the video. I'm surprised I didn't pick it up sooner, but hey, it is, you know, it is what it is. I have some friends who have never really played Minecraft either. They're always into first-person shooters. So this wasn't really their cup of tea, right? It wasn't their sort of thing. I think one thing I should be mindful of here is I don't want my villagers escaping, heading outside of the wall. I want to keep them contained. Let's see how the stone is doing. Alright, 20 here. 24 here. Let's go to our crafting bench. Let's bring that over there. Put some sand here for now. I've been thinking about what the next video should be, and I don't really want it to be just me putting wall up. So I'm thinking about making a another structure. Probably like a wall where I'll put names of people who have you know, donated, supported the channel. So that's something that'll probably happen sooner rather than later. This wall feels kind of small. I think I'll make adjustments at some point, but yeah, stone just looks so much better. And I'll have to work on this area as well, like beneath it. I'll probably make that also stone too, so it's not just like sand and dirt, and it doesn't look great. I'll do that some other time. That's how I am. I go to and from projects, like back and forth. And that's perfectly alright. So long as it gets done at some point, right? We have some more stone. Let's continue building. Yeah, it definitely should be a little bit taller. Let me move my axe over here. Wait, what? Stone bricks. Well, let's keep on mining. I feel like we're living in a time where we could use some more positivity. There's just so much negativity out there. You turn on your TV, it's just nothing but bad news. I mean, that's what the media profits off of, right? It's bad news. Because if they're showing good news, then people might not care to watch, right? It doesn't get as much attention as, bad news. Social media tends to be its own problem as well. I've actually read studies that tend to indicate that the more time you spend on social media, the higher the likelihood that you might become depressed or anxious. I mean, we're just subjected to so much. How should I put it? So much garbage, right? So much garbage. Now, I'm a millennial, and I remember the days. Now I'm gonna sound pretty old. I remember the days, the early days of social media, when it was just like MySpace and AIM. It was very basic, very basic. It did. I shouldn't say MySpace was basic. It was very customizable, but it felt more like a social media platform than not, right? It was a place for you to, just talk to your friends, send messages. But now, social media has become something completely different from those times. People, they show their best selves, is the term used to describe that behavior, right? We're not seeing their true selves. We're seeing the idealized version of what people want you to see, right? So a lot of younger folks, people in their teenage years, young adults, even children, they're looking at these people who are putting only the best out there. They're comparing, right? They're comparing their lives to them. And unfortunately, that has a negative effect on our youth. And I think there could be more done to help that demographic. Or perhaps we need a change, right? We need a change in how these companies provide those services, right? Because at the end of the day, social media it's a service, right? They're allowing you to connect with others. They're allowing you to, not show what you want, but they create that culture, that atmosphere. I think there could be more done to help with the problem. Let's see here. Okay, enough of me ranting, right? I like to rant from time to time. Um, I need more stone, is what I need. I need more stone. I'm starting to see that perhaps the lava buckets are not exactly the best fuel source. I mean, it's doing what I want it to do. But yeah, being a millennial is it's pretty interesting in that I remember a time before social media was prevalent or really even a thing, and it was a different world. It was a different world for sure. I know when I was in my younger days, we used to do a lot of like phone calls. That used to be a thing we used to do a lot of, just calling each other, texting. That was a big thing too. It felt more like direct. It's actually one of my more favorite things to do. Is like, oh, the water is pouring out. No. It's actually one of my more favorite things to do was call up a friend and just chat. It's so much different hearing a voice compared to just seeing text. Hearing someone's voice, you can hear tone, right? The tone of their voice, if they're happy, sad. You can hear them laugh. You can hear them, whatever, right? You get much more out of it than perhaps a text message, where sometimes text messages can be hard to read. Not literally, but like hard to decipher the tone behind it, and could be confusing for some people who might not be particularly good at picking up on subtleties. This wall is going to take me forever, but that's okay because we have time, right? We have time. Time is all we have. I mean, we got a good chunk of the wall done. It's coming along. I might do the rest off video, just because it's so long and tedious. But yeah, I think stone just looks a lot cleaner and better than the cobblestone. And I might just expand it out to also make it like you could walk on it. Sort of like what you might see in a fort, where you can you could be on the wall. Kind of like how where the archers would be. Something to that effect. But right now I just want to convert the cobblestone wall to a stone wall, because I just think it looks better. I will say at this point, since it's the first episode of the series, I had my doubts even starting this channel, even giving it a shot, because I know I'm not the most graceful speaker. And I mentioned that in the video earlier, but I'll just, say it again. I had my doubts. It's one of those things where I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone, because I'm not really used to speaking to an audience, right? If you're watching this video, you're part of the audience, or you're part of the viewership, or whatever you want to call it, right? I'm used to one-on-one, or even like group, right? I've done individual therapy, I've done group therapy, but I've never talked to an audience that I couldn't see. And in that sense, it's hard to gauge feedback in the moment. Of course, once I upload the video, I'll see your comments, I'll see everything down there, and then I'll adjust, I'll make changes, I'll try to improve where I can. And that's really what this episode is. It's the foundation, where I'll learn from my mistakes. I'll see what I did right. I'll see where I could have done better, and I'll just work on that. Because ultimately, my goal is to create a space where people can feel supported, where people can ask questions, maybe support each other, yeah, where people can just be a part of a community that is centered around positivity, that's centered around being happy and finding that success, meeting your goals. So I'm trying to create that space, and hopefully I can do that here. Hopefully I can do that here. And maybe I should turn the stone into... I mean the cobblestone. Oh yeah, the stone into stone bricks. Again, I don't want my villagers to to leave, right? I don't want them to escape. It's not a prison, but at the same time, I don't want them to wander off, because at some point I will turn off peaceful mode, and I don't want them to be, you know, to be killed by mobs or whatever's out there. That would not be too good. A village with no villagers would be pretty depressing. So, I'm doing my best to keep them alive. Let's put that here. Yep. I do need to put the torches back where I got them. Let's put one here. Let's put one here. Maybe I'll put one over here. Yeah. Okay. This was my cobblestone generator. It does work. Just whoop. So that the water just goes in there, and yeah, just infinite cobblestone. The annoying part is sometimes it goes into the lava, it gets destroyed. But, you know, it is what it is. It kind of does what it's supposed to, but not quite. Oh, okay. My pickaxe just broke. I'm sure there's a better way of doing that. Okay. And if anyone has any ideas of ways to improve this town or the wall or really anything, just, you know, feel free to put that down there in the comments. I will read all of them, so don't feel like you won't be heard, because you definitely will. Let's keep on going. I've been also thinking about putting maybe some music into the video. Something to kind of keep it from being just me talking and rambling. That way, I don't know. Maybe it might add an element of relaxation if I just, you know, put some music in it or some ambience. What do you guys think? Do you think I should do that, or maybe not? Let me know in the comments, please. Okay. Alright, I have a lot of wall to do. I should have done this to begin with. I have a feeling this is going to take me maybe an hour or two. Maybe even more than that. But that's okay. I mean, it's my forever world. It's something I hope will exist maybe beyond my time. Save it for my kids if I ever have them. I don't have kids, but if I ever do, this will be one of their inheritances, I guess. If Minecraft is even still relevant at that point. I think it still will be. How can it not be? Okay. I need to get more stone bricks. Let me see. Let me just grab whatever's in here. Yeah, lava's out. Not exactly the best fuel source. But I mean, I know where the lava is. I can just get a load of it and come back. It's not really that big of a deal. It's better than mining for coal, for sure. Because that would take me a while. I have only one piece of coal. That's all I have. Just one piece. Speaking of One Piece, if anyone here watches any anime, let me know what you're watching, or if you have any recommendations, please let me know. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I become easily distracted. And I'm not quite used to talking to myself either, so that's a new thing for me. Yeah, I think this wall should be, it has to be one higher. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I like this. It looks better than what I had. Like, I don't like this. It doesn't look good. This looks a lot better. A lot cleaner. What do we have? Okay, 19 more bricks. Let's head on over. See, they do go in there, so I think it does work. They seem to hang around here. Let's see, is anyone in? Yep, he's in here. Oh, but I don't have a bed in here. Oh man, did I forget to do the beds? Hey, what's going on? You like your apartment? That's how apartments are going to look in the future. It's going to be just enough room for a bed and maybe like a little light. What the hotels are going to look like. Enjoy your stay, sir. Let's hope not. Housing is so expensive right now. It's really it's kind of ridiculous. You know. But it is what it is. I mean, I don't want to involve politics on my channel. I don't, because I know how nasty that can get. But I think everyone should be able to afford a place to live. I think that should be you know, with enough work, and you know, if you're working, I think owning a home should be a possibility, right? I don't, you know, if you're working hard, you're sacrificing. Yeah, it should be a possibility to afford a home at some point. Just the fact that so many people are giving up on that, I think that speaks to the state our society is in. And we need change, right? We need change. Change or a plan, right? Something to address it. But anyway, this channel is not about politics, so I will try to avoid that. But, you know, mental health, at least the holistic part of mental health, it covers aspects like that. You know, your living situation, your fitness levels, if you're exercising, nutrition, because what you eat also impacts, you know, the way you feel. If you're in poor health, it's, you know, there's a chance that you're also, you might experience depression as a result of that. Or even anxiety, right? Being in poor health can, you know, is not pleasant. So, yeah. Mental health is much more than just, you know, mental diagnosis, you know, the abnormal psych part of it. You know, it also includes those aspects as well, because look at my sheep. Because leading a, you know, finding, oh, how should I say this? Being happy in life involves many things, right? Many different areas. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna think positively and everything will be all right. No, it's often more than that. It's making decisions and choices that benefit you in the long run, short term and long run. Short term and long term. uh okay. And of course, we can talk a bit more about that in the next videos. I have 64 cobblestone in my inventory, and I didn't put it in the furnace. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Let's move that over here. I feel like maybe it might be easier just to take the whole wall down and make a bunch of furnaces and start converting it into stone. That may speed the process up. Maybe it won't. But either way, we're making progress. It's getting done. It is getting done. Alright, let's start working on this short wall here. Oh, look at my farm. The farm also needs to be worked on. Because some of them have, let me just make sure my villagers won't leave. Some of them have, this, like, roadway between. And others don't yet. Because I just, you know, that's how I am. I start a project and I almost finish it, and then I have to go back to it. But yeah, I'll have to get back to that at some point. Maybe in the next video, who knows? Oh, did not mean to do that. Okay. I feel like this wall needs to be higher. Let's make the wall higher. After all, this is a protected settlement. Now, I have my sign here for the town, Azuria. I need to figure out how I want to, see, I was building a road here and I didn't finish. How I want to do this. I think I might want to turn my road inward, and then connect it over there. Because I do, jeez, how do I want to do this? Let me see. How will that turn out? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I might do that. Oh, I got a villager out here. He's admiring. He's admiring the sign. Let me see. Look at that. Can I actually turn off the UI? I don't think I can I? I know there's probably a way. Yeah. I'll do that next time. This could be the thumbnail. What do you think? Hmm? Yeah. Hmm. What a sound. I wonder what they were thinking when they made that sound effect. They're like, yeah, that's what a person sounds like. Maybe they knew someone who used to do that. Someone who used to go, huh. More stone for the wall. Stone bricks. What is this dude doing? Okay. I guess he's just taking a bath. Good on him, I guess. It's good to be clean. Better than being filthy. I should probably try to push this dude in. Come on. Come on. Come on. We don't want you out here. There you go. Now stay out. Stay in. Not stay out. Stay in. Okay. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Now, I don't want him here because I need to take that wall down, but now he's like looking up saying like, "Hey, I want to be out there. I don't want to be trapped in here." Don't worry, my friend. You're not a prisoner. There's a door right over there. If you wish to leave, you can leave. If you don't want to leave, you don't have to leave. What is this? That's weird. So where did I have the sign? Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I think I get it. Yeah, my entrance was actually 3 things wide, 3 blocks wide. Oh, the autosave. Hold on, autosave. Just let me finish. Oh. And there it is. Yeah, okay. I don't think I had this. Or did I? I don't remember. Oh, Jesus. What do I do? What do I do then? No, I don't think I did. Because I have dirt here. Yeah, I think it was only... Yeah, it was narrow. Yeah, okay, this is what it was. Yep. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Do I have any dirt on me? Yes, I do. I'm going to make this a road, I think. Going to turn it upward and connect it to this. Let me just make the adjustments so I know what I'm doing. All right. Okay, I think it's coming along. I need to finish this this structure. I need to add beds in there. These two are okay. So these 3 are in there. 2 in there, 1 in here, but there's no bed in there. That's interesting. I will make a gate here eventually. I think I sealed it off because the villagers were they were getting out, so I had to block this off. But I will open that at some point. I have so many projects to finish. It's kind of ridiculous actually. I'm also thinking about where I should put that wall. I might put a wall that shows. Actually, no, I don't know. I don't know if I should make it a building where I have all the names of like people who've donated and supported the channel, or if I should have a wall. Let me let me know in the comments down below, please. Let's take one last look back at my town. Look at the stars. Isn't it glorious? Alright, everyone. I'm gonna end the video off here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, alright? Take care, everyone. Have a great day.